Okay, let's talk about you. Obviously, you had a big-time season. A lot of people thought you should have been a Pro Bowler. How excited are you, even though the season's over, that you've established yourself now as one of the better corners in the National Football League?
I mean, it was great. Just just doing what I always believed in myself in doing, and just putting it in film now. That's what really the biggest thing. Like I said, mentally, I always believed I could do it, and so now it's good that it's documented now, and it's just good to just wrap the season around that.
What do you think led to your jump this year to go from where people expected you in training camp to the end of the season as one of the better players on this team?
Just me tapping into my mental really is really what took off. Like I said, it started after my rookie year, finding out my routine, what I do in the offseason. Like I said, we were just talking about I'm out to go travel to anywhere and everywhere around the world. Just certain stuff, just figuring out my routine. Like I said, I feel like I would have had the season I had last year if I didn't break my collarbone. And so that really just my season got cut short that year. And so now, this year I just stayed healthy and I just put it all together.
Why do you think you and Dax have grown so well together?
I mean, we've been doing it though, so it's like we've been doing this. So it's not any adapting for real. Like like I said, we reported to Michigan the same day and from high school to college. So it's like we going on like year 6 playing with each other. We've been doing it.
You reported on the same day. That's amazing.
Yeah, we reported from high school to college. Yeah, and because neither of us early enrolled, so we both reported in the summer. We got to Michigan the same day. Yeah.
So the bond, we may have underestimated this all along. The bond is really strong.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying like I said, we was same. I remember he committed to Michigan, and then he flipped it. And before he flipped to Bama, he called me or texted me, and then because we both committed, and then he texted me. He was like, "I'm about to flip to Bama," and I was like, "Oh, all right, I appreciate it, whatever." Then next week, he texted me back. He was like, "Actually, never mind, I'm coming back to Michigan." I was like, "All right, bet." And so then we reported, like I said, the same day and all that. So yeah, we've been locked in.
You're a Pro Bowl alternate. You could get in. Are you kind of monitoring which guys are healthy, which guys might wind up in the Super Bowl?
Nah, I'm not even looking at it. If I get a call, okay, but it's cool being an alternate, but I want to make it. So I'm not even looking at it for real.
Joe Burrow said publicly that he told you start out as an alternate. That's kind of step one, and then once you get the reputation, you start going.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Well, agree to what. The reason of what Joe said.
What Joe said.
Oh, yeah. He said it happened to him. He pulled me aside and said to a whole bunch of people. Even Orlando Brown, he pulled me aside and said the same thing. So, it was cool that they brought me aside and talked to me.
DJ, what is the key to this team overall improving next year?
Really just locking in. And just the culture. I just feel like we just got to just ingrain just a hard-working culture. I feel like culture is a big part, and so like I said, we got the people in here to do it, got the coaches here to do it, and I just feel like that's a big part.
On the topic of culture, the team put out a statement. Mike Brown put out a statement that Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin will be back next year. Why do you have confidence in the culture with them coming back?
Because like Coach Zach is such a player coach, so I'm about to go in there right now and talk to him. It's always an open door. So having the relationship that close with your players and being a head coach is, it's a big part. And so, like I said, that's a big part of the culture is just everything. Just from people coming in, from rookies, from I'm going in year 4 now, from the vets you bring in to offense, defense, special team, all gelling. Like I said, that's why I just put in the whole culture thing.
On the business side of this, DJ, you obviously have put yourself in position to be one of this team's building blocks defensively for the future. You can start now looking towards an extension. Is that something you're hoping those conversations start this offseason about keeping you in Cincinnati long term?
Oh yeah, for sure. And me and my agent about talking a little bit, but for sure that's definitely a conversation I would definitely love having. And like I said, I'm about to go talk to Zach in a little bit, and we'll see. I'll see.
People always talk about a fit and a culture, and you've talked about that. Why do you think this is such a place for you to want to stay going forward?
Just from every aspect. Just like I've earned my way from what I've gotten, you know. And so, like I said, everything I've gotten here, I've earned it, and that's as a coach, that's what you want, you know what I mean. And so, you know, I just want to try to bring everybody along with me from the season I had, from the growth I've had, and just enlighten everybody on what I've done to, you know, help out and just improve in the game.
Do you feel like you can take on a role of that as like a veteran leader now, a guy that's established himself as one of the better players on defense that can help some of these other guys elevate themselves like you did?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mean, on every team I've been on, I've been a captain. So it's like it's not a new thing for me. You know, I definitely will embrace that role.
Your commitment to the mental side of the game and some of the things that you've been doing off the field. It seems like the word is spreading among your teammates. Do you feel like you're kind of an advocate for that kind of stuff?
Nah, for sure. Because it's just so impactful. Like, it's just so impactful. And I always say, but there's no blueprint though. So like, what I do in the off season, like I might go traveling a whole bunch. Somebody might not want to travel. He might want to be with his family. He might want to, whatever it is that clears your mind, gets your mental straight, whatever it is for you, you have to figure that out. And that's why I just keep telling everybody is once you figure it out, you got it. And so, like I said, I know what I have to do, so I'm about to go do it. But once you figure it out, this off season is a big part. It's an off season, but you got to use the off season to still find a routine and, you know, just to improve, just really just improve every day.